9:90 a.m. We're on nutrition. I want to thank Chef John for taking the time out from the India Fest. He's over at the Agri Center today, and I wanted to just thank him real quick again for calling in. He needed to be there, and that's cool with me. I also want to thank Whole Foods, Edible Memphis, and Go Travel, as well as my company Corridor Fitness, of course, right? And we're going to talk about garlic, and we're talking about going into colds and how you need to just keep yourself beefed up, and you need to start now. It's like preparing for a race. You don't wake up, well, some people you don't wake up and go, you know what, today I'm going to run a marathon when you've never ran a marathon, and you start going, oh, okay, this is what I need. So it's the same, like when you go into cold season and you know it's cold season, you need to kind of prepare for that. And by doing so, you need to beef up. I call them de-stressors, and it's the B zinc vitamins, or you can call them antioxidants, what have you. You're going to reduce your fatty intake, increase your omega-3 fatty acids, and start preparing your body for the main event, if you will, the winter. And the flu season, cold season. Oh, and guess what? The best preventive measure is to wash your hands. Isn't that just the craziest thing? And it's the cheapest and most affordable way to prevent a cold. But the garlic plant I want to talk about, it is the miracle plant. Back in 79 AD, I was August the 24th, matter of fact, the Pompeii disaster, the volcanic ash, what happened was it destroyed Pompeii. You watch the History Channel, it's an amazing story. And in 100 AD, so this happened in 79 AD, by 100 AD, they were cultivating the garlic. What happened after this, the volcanic erosion, everything was just wiped out. The first thing that came back was the garlic. And so it shows you how powerful the garlic plant is. And 4000 BC, first it started coming around, was Samaria used it in the healing potions. And 32 BC, it was found in Egyptian tombs, and we all know that things that are found in Egyptian tombs are sacred. So even the Egyptians found that the garlic is very sacred. Hippocrates, the father of modern medicine, stated food and medicine are inseparable. So garlic and you are inseparable. We also have the Jewish physician philosopher stated that it's like the chicken soup of modern day remedy for colds. He not only stated about this, but he also stated about asthma. It is used to treat asthma, actually. In 1944, Cavaglito, a chemist, I hope I said that right, who discovered the antibiotic, and he found that the garlic to be more powerful than tetracycline, which is pretty wild. But the cool thing is that you can't OD on garlic. Granted, if you eat a garlic clove or whatever, it'll burn the back of your throat. But I'll eat one of those if I'm feeling kind of under the weather. It's amazing. I'll pop a couple in my mouth, and it'll burn whatever bacteria is in my throat for sure. It is used as an expectorant and a decongestant. If you go to the grocery store or Walgreens or whatever, and like when Trinity was sick, one time she was like, they were like, okay, you need an expectorant and a decongestant. So I was like, what? So, but I wouldn't know that unless I had talked to my wonderful pharmacy friend. And so garlic will actually act as an expectorant and a decongestant. So I made a garlic tea, which didn't really work very well. Let's just say the grape stuff worked better, but that's the whole point. So if you're an adult and you want to do a little more, or you can keep trying it with your child, go for it. But in 1500 BC, it was prescribed for headaches, throat disorders, and physical weakness. So if you're needing a little extra energy, you might want to consider garlic. It is now it's in I guess pill form or tablet form. And some of them are pretty potent, so you have to watch out for that. It lowers high blood pressure, it prevents heart disease and rheumatism, and it has had over 125 papers written about garlic in just 5 years, 1983 to 1988. It's antibacterial, antifungal, antiparasitic, antiprotozoan, and antiviral. So you might want to consider garlic before you get into the cold season. Start beefing up your immune system, because it is an immune builder, as well as protein is an immune builder. So start beefing up your protein as well. And antioxidants is it inhibits the oxidation of other molecules. It's a chemical reaction that transfers electrons from a substance to an oxidizing agent. And it can produce free radicals, and we know free radicals can age the cell, damages the cell, can kill and destroy the cell, creating long-term effects such as cancers or heart disease, etc. And those taking antibiotics, chemo treatment, radiation, if you're an active runner, weekend warrior, a mom, or under extreme stress, you might want to consider B vitamins, zinc, iron, niacin, vitamin C, and calcium. Those are your de-stressor vitamins. Trans fats, they attack the cell too because, the environment, what have you, but you need to think twice before the partially hydrogenated or high fructose corn syrup is consumed, because the trans fats are to prolong shelf life. They alter the texture of food, they make puddings creamy, etc. The problem with hydrogenation is polyunsaturated fats create more saturated fats, and it alters the blood cholesterol, raises the LDL, and lowers the HDL, which is a direct link to heart disease. So is it really worth it to consume the trans fats? So you want to look and see if it says no trans fats. That's why that's there, because it creates polyunsaturated fats. It turns polyunsaturated fats into saturated fats. So your lean meats: tofu, carrots, spinach, broccoli, sweet potatoes, tomatoes, avocado, hummus, etc. So kiwi is high in C. So I'm actually going to write a blog, and if you go to Facebook, Everything Wellness, or Twitter, Radio Wellness, and you can get some more information on the vitamins and the foods that I'm talking about. And also with your protein, for every pound that you are, or desired weight that you want, is equal to 1 gram. And if you are not as active as I am, then you need about 0.08 gram per pound desired, or the pounds of the weight that you have achieved. Protein is for growth, recovery, and energy. It strengthens and bulks and production of hormones. It provides, it's a key to the immune system. It forms new red blood cells, and it repairs damage from the contact sports, muscle soreness, etc. And if you're irritable, tired, sore, or you're overtrained as an athlete, so you need to reduce the intensity and increase the protein. We are, I actually want to say to Lee Sharp, if anybody wants to go see Rusty Lemon and Lee Sharp, it will be Lee's last performance. He's moving to Miami, so I want to miss him. And they're going to be at Spindini from 6 to 9 on Sunday. So after the bar dog race, you're already in the mood to party. Go on over to Spindini and hang out with those guys. And I will see you more. I'm going to have some questions from the happy hour guys. I'm interested to see what they have for me at noon today. I want to thank everyone for tuning in. I want to thank my sponsors: Go Travel, Corridor Fitness, Whole Foods, and Edible Memphis. And thank you, Chef John, for being on the show. Thank you, RC from Night Entertainment, for filming. And go to youtube.com. The channel is Corridor Fitness to see us live in the studio. I will see you next week for more Everything Wellness Show. This is Tracy.